Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. It's your man Simon, North of England's biggest Spurs fan. Yes, guys, we are back again with the post-match reaction to yesterday's massive must-win game against Burnley to stay in the hunt for a top four finish. And we did. We'll be back after this short intro. Yes, guys, we are back again, guys, with another post-match reaction show. Co-host Matt back in the building. Matt, yesterday I didn't see a game. I've seen most of it, Matt, catching up with it, and it was squeaky bum time, Matt. Absolutely, we got over the line. But how's it going, Matt?
Yeah, no, I'm all good, mate. I'm quite happy to see an ugly, gutsy performance from Spurs yesterday. But if you're looking honestly, I mean, the first half we pretty much dominated them. We had 21 shots overall. I think they had one on target. We had 8. So I think Nick Pope had some great saves. Son just nearly scored again, didn't he? But no, I thought it was a good shift. But fair play to Burnley. They came back into the game and gave us a good run. But it's that I think it's a good test for us, and I think a few months ago we would have definitely let one in.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was expecting, Matt. I thought these bad times have come back and haunt us again. But yeah, so before we get into it, guys, if you are watching it and a minute, are you in the comment section? Smash your comments in, guys. Ask me and Matt anything, even doesn't have to be about this game, anything, and smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, guys. So Matt, let's get into it, Matty. How impressed was you with that performance after that North London derby? It was a tough. We gave everything. We left everything on that pitch, from the players, from the staff, and out to them fans who were the 12th man that night. I was worried that we're going into this one just a short turnaround, Matt. We've seen it before when we used to play in Europa League, Conference League on a Thursday night, Sunday, and we always struggle. And it at times it did, Matt. We did look a bit struggled against Burnley because we knew they'll come. They had to get some sort of result because of what's happened with them at the minute. Then we know they play a low block, which they put men behind the ball, but they defend for their lives yesterday, Matt. But how impressive was you? I mean, considering that tough North London derby, we put everything in, and we still had something in us to get over the line.
No, I was actually pretty impressed. I thought we came out pretty well. We actually dominated the ball for the first sort of 20 minutes, half an hour. I thought we looked quite good here, trying to. But I think like you say, as the game drew on, we got more tired. Players were literally putting their bodies on, and they were tired. There was players going down. Pierre went down for a bit, didn't he? He looked like he'd just looked tired in his legs. He took Emerson off. He brought on Roden. He brought on, a few other sort of players. I thought the players that came in did a good job. I think Lucas Moura was fantastic, but I think he did a good job and he got round he actually played a good ball across to Harry Kane, and Kane missed it by a few inches, didn't he? I thought it was in, to be honest. And I was watching it with my other half, and even she was shocked Kane missed it. No, I thought it was a good gutsy performance, and fair play to the lads, because it's just a bit of a joke, really. The fact we were at 12 o'clock kickoff. I don't know why we couldn't have been 2 o'clock like anyone else, or even maybe one of the evening games, just to give us a bit more rest. I just think it was personally a little bit harsh. Bearing in mind they put us on a Thursday, and then Saturday, not even 12:30, it was 12.
Yeah. But the thing is, Matt, I just want to get that game over and done with.
Yeah, no, we got.
I'm glad it was.
I said to you, I was more worried about the Burnley game than I was the Arsenal game, and I was proved right.
It was a tough game on what I was hearing of it, and when Barnes hit the post as well, I thought, oh, geez, when I heard that, got it. They're getting closer.
Yeah.
But mate, what I saw of it, it was sus. We just dug in again, mate. We dug deep, and as you said a year ago, we'll at least conceded a goal, at least draw that or lost it. You know what I mean? And just fair play to how Conte's got these players going, going to the end. You know what I mean? And that winning mentality is. I tell you now, I've told you. We said it before, Matt, about this winning mentality is creeping in. It's creeping in, Matt, very fast, mate.
I don't think these players like to lose. Even Conte said that a few weeks back, didn't he? He said, finally, my players, even if they draw or even if they don't win, they're annoyed for the rest of the week and they want to, put it right. Finally, maybe it is going in, mate.
But imagine, Matt, just imagine what can we expect next season with Conte's own players? You know what I mean? It's what he's getting out of these players at the minute. It's unbelievable.
No,
Matt, is anyone in the comment section, mate, before we crack on?
Dean Webb, he says, hello, guys. He says, Simon, I said Arsenal was ripe for a whipping. Then the win versus Burnley was not pretty, but a win is a win. Come on, you Spurs.
Yes, even indeed.
Kelvin Dyson says, hand on heart, what is going to be the score tonight between Newcastle and Arsenal?
Do you know what, Kelv? I hate to say it. I know all the hype. I know they're going to have mega atmosphere there tonight. They're going to make that place rocking. It'll be hard. It depends what Arsenal team goes out, but I just think they'll have just too much in attack, me personally, Kelv. Hope I've been proved wrong. Because we know what their defensive, especially if Gabriel out, and obviously no hold. If they got to go with Ben White and Xhaka,
Tommy Astu, maybe, and then Xhaka at wing back.
It's going to be weak, right? And especially with players like Callum Wilson, Chris Wood, players like that, they can get them. So
Maximin as well.
They've got the attacking threat. Have they got it at the back to keep it tight against Arsenal? I don't think they will. I think Arsenal just go over the line tonight. But to me, it's as I say, I think Arsenal really do need it more than us, and I mean that. And I'm not just saying that because what's going on tonight. I really do think Arsenal need Champions League more than us. I think the pull of Conte will get us big players if we don't get Champions League football. If they don't get Champions League football, big players don't want to come and play for Arteta. Trust me. Matt, what's your reaction to that?
I've had a feeling, I think after yesterday, I said I'll say my thing on Arsenal Newcastle when we get our game done and hopefully win it. I think it'll be a draw tonight. I think I'll go 2-2. I think it'll be quite a good game on a Monday night, and honestly, I'll take that. But then we've got to go and do the business either way. If they don't get a result tonight, we've still got to go and beat Norwich.
Yeah.
And then and that's all I care about. But I'm in agreement with you, Simon. I think we've got, if we keep Conte, I think we'll go well above them next year. And I think if they don't get Champions League and we did, I think we'd really go a step up. And I think we'd go miles ahead of them, to be honest.
Because as what Conte ain't got a great record in Champions League anyway. No. Conte's about winning the leagues and things like that, winning league titles. And I think that's what he'll care about. And
I think if he wants one sort of, because I think he's not going to want loads of big names. I don't think he's like a Jose Mourinho Conte. You look at what he's done when he was at Inter Milan, when he was at Chelsea. He wanted Victor Moses and Ashley Young. Now they're not expensive players, mate. I think the most expensive player he's bought is Romelu Lukaku, and that was about 55, 60 million. We paid that and then Ndombele. So, we've got it in our, in our sort of budget. Obviously, Levy's come out with his sort of post-season sort of stuff, saying, doesn't matter what European competition we go in, we're looking to back, go in finance. I think the penny potentially is finally dropped. Hopefully Arsenal bottle it tonight, and then hopefully we can just go and beat Norwich and put them to the sword, and we'll be celebrating fourth. But I think either way, we should be proud of the team. If we win against Norwich on Sunday, would finish on 71 points. Probably be, most seasons that gets you top four. So you kind of have to look at it. We've had Nuno for 10 games. Conte wasn't there. Arteta's been there 2.5 years. He spent about 300 to 400 million on players and getting rid of players. Conte's just come in. even when we had the Europa Conference League, we managed to get the best Italian defender in that league that season to join us. So I think Paratici deserves a lot of credit as well. I think Levy's seen, if you go and get players that Conte wants, like Kulusevski, Bentancur, Romero, the sky's the limit, mate. You just need to get players that Conte will fit his system. They don't have to be sexy names. No one said Kulusevski. Some people didn't even hear of him, or Bentancur. Obviously, kind of I have, because I kind of watched that sort of league, but they're not sexy players, are they? They're not like when we got Ndombele, or when we got someone of that caliber, or like a Dybala, if you see where I'm coming from. But no, I think that I think the main thing is just to keep Conte back in, give him what he wants, and we go again next season, whatever happens.
Absolutely. Anyone else there, pal?
Yeah, we've got a few, mate. I'm just gonna. Dean says, I think Arsenal drop points tonight. I think they draw with Newcastle. He's in agreement with me. Carl says, hello, gents. He says, smashed the Arsenal when they were knackered, but got the job done for them. For them, 3 points. Can't hope for more than that. Newcastle will win tonight, and things will be looking very good. He's also said, Pope also had a great game. If Burnley go down, I say sign him up.
Evening, Cole. Yes, pal. Yeah, I totally agree.
I personally still, it'll probably be Sam Johnston, though, won't it? I still don't think that's a bad second option.
Yeah.
And the only thing with Pope, he's not very good at kicking the ball at the back. I have to say, Lloris has really improved with his distribution.
Yeah, absolutely.
And fair play to Hugo as well, because he allegedly had his stomach virus in the week, and he played like a captain and had a great game. Louis 2705 says, with Trippier and Wilson back, I'm hoping Newcastle will be up for it. Surely they won't want to lose their last home game. Even a point suits us.
Absolutely, Louis. 100%. A point will be absolutely spot on tonight. But we'll roll. With it.
Kelly JTV says, extreme pressure on Arsenal now. Can they handle it?
This is the problem. Can the kids handle it? Saka wasn't firing on at the weekend. I think he's carrying some knock, Matt. I don't think he's 100%. I think he's
been a bit off it the last couple of weeks, hasn't he? Really?
Yeah. It's just the pressure, Matt. They're playing too much football as kids. And
I personally think we have rattled them, mate. I mean, all that after our penalty yesterday, they didn't like that, did they? But I'm sure we'll get into that. But that's definitely a penalty in the laws of the game.
Absolutely, that's the only picture I couldn't get.
Apparently, the Newcastle board have put massive incentives if they win the last 2 games. We'll see.
It'll be good, Cole.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you get offered a couple of extra mil, they might all step up tonight. Go on, please. Dave Tutty says, yo, what up, boys?
Yes, Dave.
Do I want to read that one out?
What's that?
It's the one just below it. I mean, you can sort of have the call.
I don't know. Well, I'm not in the comments. Well, let me. Well,
I just don't want to get banned. I don't mind the second one, but it's obviously. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're cool, mate. I just thought. Yeah.
Just respect our things there, Dave. Pal.
Yeah. Cooler sexy though. I can say that. I won't say the other one, Dave. Sorry, mate.
I don't know why you put that one. I don't know what it's about.
Well, yeah.
Paul.
Yeah. Hey, lads. Hello, Paul. Hope you're doing well, mate. What's the weather like?
Oh, it's peeing down here. So.
We've actually got sunshine. It's lovely. Bloody hot here. He says, any news on Arsenal's starting 11 for tonight? Well, team news will be out in probably about 4 minutes, so I'll keep an eye out. Paul Walton says, evening, lads. Let's see what Newcastle can do tonight. A draw will do me nicely.
Yeah, evening, Paul. Yeah, absolutely. A draw with absolutely.
Louis 2705 said, guys, we had many chances against Burnley. Usually we would have done nothing with the ball against a low block team.
Gabriel is missing from the lineup tonight, apparently. So we'll just wait. We'll just wait for it to come in, guys.
Well, it looked bad when he went off the other day. I'll be surprised if he plays the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we did have we had quite a few chances against Burnley. We had 8 shots on target. I was pretty happy with the way, considering we were tired, we moved the ball pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah, Absolutely. We done all we can.
Yeah.
But
we definitely need that creative player in the summer. I definitely think so. And I watched him yesterday. Carl Simpson at James's Park will be hostile. They're going to have flags, etc. It's going to be loud. I could see Arsenal getting another red card. The kids are not going to cope with the pressure. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think we've done our job, and I think whatever happens, guys, we've just got to be proud of the team because I really think we didn't think we'd be getting anywhere near fourth. So yeah, and just hope that in the summer we can build proper go again, and hopefully Conte stays. That's all the comments, mate.
Well, that's all the comments there. So, guys, make sure you subscribe, smash the like, guys, and comment away. Matt, after we just talked about that one, matey. Well, mate, this one here. How nervous was you at the game went on? As the game went on, sorry, at 1-0. How it was nervous, and it was nervy times. We know exactly. We've given games like this away too many times beforehand. We've seen it season after season against the West Broms, the Burnleys, the Watfords.
Yeah.
I mean, these type of games. So going into the last 10 minutes, Matt, especially they were trying, Matt. They were trying to get that equaliser. So how nervous were you, especially that last 15 minutes?
No, I have to say I was pretty nervous, but I sort of thought, I thought the subs were pretty good. I thought Joe Rodon when he came on, I know he only came on for a couple of minutes, but that last chance, I think when Burnley kicked it in, when somehow the ref had given an extra 1.5 minutes plus overtime, I was going mental. I was like, blow the bloody whistle, It was going on and on, wasn't it? And Rodon made a great header because he won the header off Weghorst, who could have knocked it on and they could have got, another chance. But I sort of had a feeling when Barnes hit the post, I was like, maybe it is just about our day where we're going to, we need that bit of luck and we just need to ride it out. Towards the end, but then, we controlled it. Kane won a lovely free kick where he bought the foul, didn't he? And then we just tried to control the possession. And to be fair, right at the end of the game, we were on the counter, weren't we? Kane just missed the pass. White and Gabriel start.
Here we go then, guys. White and Gabriel.
It is full strength. Smith Rowe comes in as well, which is quite a good lineup. Callum Wilson returns as well. Trippier's on the bench, but he doesn't make it into the squad.
How about Chris Wood?
He's gone for a front three of, I think it'll be Almiron, Wilson, and St Maximin. A lot of pace.
Yeah. Well, it can either go two ways there, Matt. It can either Gabriel, maybe not 100%. He's probably been chucked
not be 100%, and I wouldn't. You got to be on your game if you're against St Maximin. He's going to drive at you, especially if that. Yeah. We'll see.
I'm going
to try and watch the game, try and enjoy it. If Arsenal win, they win. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
But as I said, Matt, it's their. What if they click? They're attacking with Martinelli and Saka. If they click,
Martinelli's on the bench. He's not playing. He's been dropped. Wow. Smith Rowe's come in.
So
he's a good player, Smith Rowe. He's a good player.
So are they playing the 4-3-3, something like that?
Looks like that. They got that Nuno Tavares in. I think he's a bit suspect at left wing back or left back. Cedric Suarez has been dropped out. The one who gave the penalty away against us. So he's made 3 changes. Look, the pressure's on them, mate. They're still all young. It's gonna be, we'll see how they handle it. But I'm sure Newcastle will come out the blocks. We'll see. Yeah.
They have to, Matt. They have to, because over 90 minutes, mate, as the game goes on, if
it doesn't happen tonight, Everton, if they need a point on that last day of the season, mate, you just never know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, Wilson's come in for Chris Wood, so Chris Wood's on the bench.
Right, here we go then, guys.
Yeah.
So,
but
Matt,
yeah,
comments about this.
He says, if Arsenal lose, I'm sure we have it. And then Carl's also put, forget Arsenal, we want Chelsea as well. Dave has put, how Son didn't score a couple against Burnley is insane, as he had 2 clear rocket shots blocked by the keeper.
Yeah, the
Do
keeper's on
you know
focus.
what? I'd say the first one was an unbelievable save, to be honest, because I don't think Son could have hit that any better in that corner as well. But I'd sort of have to say with the second one, I think the keeper, any keeper should save that. Really, it was kind of straight at him, and he just whacked it. He almost volleyballed it with his arm. Yeah, but no, we maybe should have scored a few more.
So the game went on, Matt. The game went on, and we did dominate the first half an hour of the game, mate. We absolutely flooded it, and the penalty come literally
right at the end of the half.
Extra time, injury time of the first half. The referee didn't pull it up first thing. VAR actually called it. And it's one of them, Matt. It got given against us in the Champions League final against Sissoko.
And I remember when Eric Dyer gave it. Do you remember the Newcastle one where Dyer
got the back of him? Yeah, it come in the back of him.
In an unnatural position, and that's unfortunately it's a stupid rule, but that's the law of the game, and that has to be given as a penalty.
To me, I think it was quite harsh.
I don't think his arm needed to be in that position though. He had it down, and then he brought it up. I don't know why he did it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, mate, that's the rules, and that's gonna happen. That's the change. We've had some against us.
We've had so many against us.
It's kind of nice to have one for us. I think that's just the way it works, to be honest.
Absolutely. Anyone else there, Matt?
Louis, he says Gabriel and White could be prone to injuries. They have been rushed back, and Tavares is starting.
That's what it could be, but do you know what? I'm not gonna. Well, it is, and I say whatever happens, Arsenal needs Champions League more than us. I'll keep saying that, and I think they do. They got Arteta, remember. I mean, and they need that just to get at least 1 or 2 over the line in the summer. I mean, we can not just make it, and still, I reckon we can, because of Conte. That poor Antonio Conte and Paratici, it's massive at this football club. But we've got to keep Conte, Matt. That's the problem. Yes. And I think he'll stay. I really do. So, any more, mate?
Carl, he says, I'm not greedy. I will take a draw tonight. You wanted to win earlier. Anything will do, a result, basically. A Newcastle result. But I'm not going to get my hopes up about it. It's just, we will see.
Anyone else, Matt?
That's it, mate.
That's it. Yeah, so you can say what you want about the handball. As Matt said, that the arm's in an unnatural position. It shouldn't be there. So you are running a thin rope if you put your arm out like that in the box or anywhere on the pitch, really. It's going to be pulled up as handball, either free kick or penalty. And I think, Matt, that was probably the best time to score on it, Matt. Just bang on half time. Get in there. Conte would have probably had a few words still with this. Go out there. We still need a second goal to kill the game. And as it went on, Matt, as long as it gone on 1-0, mate, we were always nervous, mate, because we know what's happened before against these teams. We concede late. But at the end of the day, we got the win, mate. And I think we've done all we can. Now, it's, as I said, it's in Arsenal's court now. They have to go and do what they got to do and take it to the last game of the season. If they win tonight, I think that's it, mate. Everton are not doing us a favour. I really don't see it. Because Everton will have to. Was it Everton will have to beat him, or is it a draw? Then we win against Norwich.
Yeah, it would be a draw. As long as we win, it would be a draw. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's our goal difference, unless they score.
But at the end of the day, Matt, if it comes to it, and we just finished 1 point behind Arsenal, compare where we was. I think it was about 10 points behind him at one stage, 11 points, something like that. Where Conte took over, I think it's been already been a great season.
And it will be, for the first couple, they'll all pipe up, won't they? But at the end of the day, we battered them at home and they ran
Yeah.
away. And I just think with our manager, I think we've got
That's
well.
what one of the Arsenal fans said. I like these. I like these insight after the 3-0 loss. He said, "Why do we want to be in the Champions League? Because all we will do is go out there and get battered. I mean, we won't be ready. You know what I mean? And I can see where you're trying to come from there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. The thing is, the question is, Matt, who's the pressure with now after that game? I mean, you could say Arsenal because
No, it's
obviously
not
we are 2 points.
easy question, mate. It's on Arsenal tonight. They've got massive pressure, mate. They almost have to win this game. Well, they have to win this game. They can't draw it because they'll be like, oh shit. Like, and then Everton might be easy if they need a point. If Lampard will come there to sit if he can. I still think there's
The only
twists
thing
and
about
turns,
Everton, mate, they're 2 players sent off against Brentford. They'll be suspended. And apparently they will not have any recognised defender against Arsenal. I was reading, and that's.
We'll see the pressure tonight, the Arsenal boys. We'll see if these young guys have got it in them because I saw it on Thursday night, mate. They shat a brick. Excuse my French, but they really did. As soon as that first goal went in, they collapsed, mate. After even that second, they gave up at 2-0. I'm not being funny. That I saw no fight in that team when we went 2-0 up. We just cruised it, and to be honest, mate, we dropped into about second gear in the second half. We could have got more. We could have. I reckon we easily could, but I think Conte said no. We've got a big game on Sunday, Sunday that we need to win. Just keep passing the ball around, keep it, and frustrate them, and let's just save ourselves for that Sunday game. And I think it was a good thing to do because we looked a bit fresher, and then obviously we made changes towards the end of the Burnley game. But we got our job done, and we've been in this position so many times. When we were chasing Leicester and when we were chasing Chelsea, and we had to play second after them.
Yeah.
So you know what it's like. You know that they're going to know that Spurs have won, and they've got to come out. Newcastle could play on the counter with that pace. They could cause problems. We'll see.
The only thing we'll kick ourselves for, Matt, is the silly results, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brighton, the Brentford.
If we would have just come out of a 0-0 against Brighton, we'd be fine. Because all we'd have to do is win against Norwich, and we'd win on goal difference.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If we would have beaten Wolves and Southampton, we could be third.
That's what I'm saying. Or we could have just turned that win against
Brighton. Mate. I just think
that's I think.
But every team could say, Everton could go, oh yeah, but if we would have beaten Brentford yesterday and not get sent, do you know what I mean? There's every team that's got that. Liverpool probably thinking, oh, if we didn't draw against Spurs twice, we probably could have won the title. I mean,
I think that's how it's going to go, Matt. I think we're gonna be talking about it after the season ends, after Norwich game, saying, do you know what? Only if we just got that point against.
Will be, but is there any regrets? I think it's a lot better to lose and learn our lessons, and I think those losses have really changed some of these players' mentalities, and I think it's helped Conte as well try and mould his team. I mean, they're really getting it now. And even players like Emerson Royale and players that, we've given a lot of stick for. They're putting in shifts, mate, and, that they're doing well. I think whatever comes out of this season, we just got to be proud of them because we were in an absolute mess when Nuno had left and we didn't know where we were going. We weren't even getting a shot on target, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. So who was your man of the match yesterday, Matt? Like I said, I didn't see the whole game.
I think for me, I'll go Ryan Sessegnon. I thought he was absolutely brilliant again. I thought he held his line really well. He's really he suits the Conte wingback. He's strong. He's very good at sort of defending. He doesn't commit too many silly fouls. He's very fit. He can hold him. He's quite bulky, isn't he? He has bulked up since he. I think that Hoffenheim loan has helped him because he did bulk out. A little bit. He's a lot less. He's a lot more of a heavyweight than someone like Reguilon. He's too easy to push off the ball, Reguilon. And Sessegnon should have had an assist yesterday. If that Pope Son chant, that was Sessegnon on that left wing back role, wasn't it? His crossing's getting better. He's making good runs. He's good with the ball. I thought both wing backs were really good, actually. I thought Emerson put in another great shift. He nearly scored an absolute wonder goal from about 35
Yeah, that was
yards.
a fucking
I
shot.
don't know what's happened to the man. He's possessed at the moment, but slowly, I'm sort of, I wouldn't say falling in love with him, but he's becoming like a bit of like a player I really want to do well. Like when Doherty, obviously, had his little run. I still don't think he's the answer, Emerson, but you've got to give him credit where credit's due. He's put in shifts for these last few games and run his absolute heart out.
I just think what I saw of it, I think Davinson Sanchez was good again. Him and Dyer was strong again.
Ben Davies again. Ben was brilliant again. The whole team was good. It was another team performance. I thought Kane led the line really well again.
And that
I thought, that's a great pen. That's pressure, that is. And he made that look easy. Side netting.
But Arsenal fans say he scuffed it and then he missed it. How do you scuff that? He strike that cleanly in it.
It was side netting. That's like the best. No, if a goalkeeper went that way, he's not saving it.
Even Pope, he didn't dive, did he?
He mucked Pope right off. He was like going down the middle when he fucking went left. No, he's the best penalty taker in the world, mate.
Yeah,
he's it.
Absolutely.
We got our job done, and we just.
To me, just on what I saw, I have to go with one of the back three because I think that was immense yesterday. They, especially what Burnley threw and late on, trying to look for that winner, trying to look for the equaliser.
Yeah, I just think what Sessions
and Hugo Lloris as well.
Lloris was brilliant, honestly, because sometimes he came and actually caught the ball. He actually came from a corner and actually rose and like I said, he had this stomach virus thing, which was all a bit dodgy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought, when Kulusevski came on, he's been ill all week. He put in a shift. He did okay. Mora came in. I know he's not everyone's sort of favourite, and he's not mine, but he done the job, didn't he? And
absolutely.
He actually went round their defenders quite a lot. I thought he looked quite pacey and quite strong. He should have had an assist as well, but
have we got any comments there, Matt? They're
all doing their job, mate. I think that's all you can ask for. Outturn beats Adam. He says, yes, lads. Big 3 points for us. Hello, Adam. Hope you're doing well, mate. Massive.
Yeah, absolutely massive 3 points. Huge.
Carl says, like you said, Matt, we have done what we need to do.
Exactly. We can't do anything else, can we?
Dimman 007 said, what are the odds on Newcastle winning tonight and we lose to Norwich?
Can't think of that, Tim. Really. Oh, Jesus Christ. We've seen it before, but it's just different mentality at the minute under Conte. I mean, if it come to it, Newcastle won tonight or got at least a point, we will do.
I don't think Norwich are going to sit back. I think that it's their last home game, isn't it? They might even they're on the beach, so they're ready to go down. To be honest,
absolutely.
I was more nervous in the last 20 minutes in the Burnley game than I was against Liverpool. Yeah,
true, absolutely. Because we wasn't expecting nothing against Liverpool, innit, Matt? I mean, I said the draw was probably a fair result, but yeah, I was more nervous in the Burnley game.
Got Harry. He says, score predictions for tonight, lads. I'm saying draw. I'll go draw.
Do you know what? Draw, Harry. I hate going for Arsenal. My heart just wants Newcastle tonight, but my head, I can't. To me personally, I think there's a massive reaction from Arsenal tonight, and let's see what your youngsters have got, Harry. That's what I'll say then. Let's see what you youngsters have got. I think you got enough in attack to just get over the line tonight. Maybe just 1 goal difference in it. I don't think it's going to be tight. But let's see. You've got to start fast, I think. If you've got to keep that crowd quiet, you got to. And if you do that and you get an early goal, I think it'll be tough for Newcastle to get back into it. But yeah.
Carl Simpson says, exactly, Matt. Even if Everton go into the last game not needing points, Lampard will no way want to lose to Arsenal. Maybe. He might be fighting for his job because from what I've seen, Everton fans don't want him there. So, Ben B says, give me and our John a shout out.
Yes, Ben B. Yes. Shout out to Ben and John, wherever you are tonight,
Shout out to
guys.
Ben and John.
They don't know nothing about football. These guys, they just come on and say
No, it's great. You don't have to know too much about football. Anyone's welcome.
Yes, Ben. Big up.
Wayne Bonner, he says, whatever the result tonight, it's going to be a cracking final day of the season.
Absolutely, Wayne. Long time no see, Wayne. Thanks for coming in, pal. Yeah, absolutely. Long, cracking. It should be a cracking day of the Premier League.
Interesting to see if we're on telly, won't it? Because I haven't seen anything about what games they haven't done it yet, have they?
No.
Carl Simpson says, whatever happens this week, I'm very proud of the second half of the season and to get European football, which isn't Conference League or nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I would have said after Nuno, would you take fifth? You probably would have.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
You'll probably snap your hands. Yeah. Okay, we may have to ride the banter boat with Arsenal for a couple of weeks. I mean, because of this finishing above Spurs. It's going to be more to them to us since he finished above them.
I think even if we want, why with Conte, and maybe if he wanted to go for the Europa League, why can't we win it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wayne says if St James's Park is as loud as our ground was on Thursday, then Arsenal will collapse and bottom.
Wow, Matt. No Lascelles for Newcastle tonight at the back.
Yeah, he's brought in Fabian Schär. I like Schär, to be fair.
He's on the bench. Wowza. That's a massive call. Massive call.
We'll see.
Go on, Matt.
Yeah, he just says St James's Park is as loud as... He said if it's as loud as it was on Thursday, then Arsenal will collapse and bottle it again.
It's a different game, Wayne. I can see where you're coming from, mate, and it does make I just think it's got enough. I really do.
It depends if Arsenal go in with if they're too emotional, it could get to them and they could make mistakes.
But do you know what? I'm so surprised how Smith Rowe don't get more game time because that guy's a baller.
Better than Martinelli.
How the hell is he not getting ahead of Odegaard and players like that? You know what I mean? El Nenny's and oh my God, Jesus, this guy is a proper player. And this is what I'm saying, Matt. I mean, he can come back into the fray tonight and he can have a cracking game. That's what I'm saying. But hey, whatever it is, Matt. I'm not really.
Yeah. Carl Simpson says Emerson is looking so much more insured. Apparently, his English has got a lot better, so he is settling more.
Yeah, we need consistent. Cole. It's good to see him having 3 or 4 good games. We need this game after game after game if you want to be a title-winning team.
You've seen his confidence go though. He is going forward more, and I think the players are starting to trust him with the ball as well. He's getting more in advanced areas, but his crossing still needs work for me. UT says sell Reguilon, keep Cess, and buy a new left wing back that will start for us and allow Cess to fight for that position.
Was that sell Reguilon? Yeah. I agree
with that. I would keep Cess, but I think someone needs to come in above Cess just to help him or keep in competition.
Absolutely.
Carl says, salty Arsenal fans all over the place. Please say you saw Egal on the football terrace.
Oh, yes, Carl.
I haven't watched that yet.
That guy is a clown. He is an absolute clown. Seriously. Do you know what? Because he does a phone-in, Matt. I'm just waiting for the phone because he does a phone-in tonight after the game, Terry. And if Newcastle lose, mate, we have to go on there. We have to join that queue tonight, seriously. Because, mate, we can absolutely give it. Because what he's been saying,
even if they, let's say Newcastle win or get a draw, I'm not rubbing it in until I definitely know we've got 4th.
No, because of what it is at the end of the day, mate. What he's been saying, I don't know if you actually watched Football Terrace a lot.
Not really,
Egal, mate.
No.
This Egal, mate.
I saw his debate with Ricky Sachs from the last one, Spurs, and it sort of annoyed me because I was like, "You're just not being balanced at all." He's not balanced at all.
He's been trying to smoke us for ages, man. Coming out like, "Where are you, Spurs fans? Where are you now?" and all this, and the Spurs fan who's on Football Terrace, mate, he absolutely nailed him the other night, mate. Seriously, he didn't know what
I'll
to say.
watch it. I'll have to go and
Seriously.
watch it.
Yeah.
Tinman007 says, "What are your views on 4 players with stomach bugs yesterday? You reckon Arsenal trying to poison us again?"
Hey. It's all over now, mate, isn't it? We've done our job. Timman, doesn't matter how we done it. We've done it. And it's down to Arsenal now. It's all over to Arsenal.
I think it was just there's a lot of stuff going around, isn't there? Just maybe it was like a tummy upset. I mean, he must have been okay because they played. So fair play to the lads who came in. Just be careful what they eat, I suppose, this week. I'm sure Conte will be on it. Bobby K says, "Big up, lads. Big win."
Yeah,
He
means
also
big win.
says,
Yes.
"Come on, Newcastle."
Yes, Bobby K. Thanks for coming in tonight, pal. And yes, come on, Newcastle. I mean, that's all I can see. Maximum what Newcastle can get tonight, I reckon. Matt.
So maximum. He says, Ellie, she says, "Hello, lads. Went to the Scum and Burnley matches and they were like chalk and cheese in atmosphere. But the most important thing, we got the 2 victories, one in style, the other win with some scary moments." I kind of think on that, apparently the atmosphere wasn't bad for a 12 o'clock kickoff. I just think I heard it on the TV. I thought we gave a good go. I just think it's hard to get up for those games.
Yes, a big up Ellie as well in the chat. I think, and what I heard, I think it wasn't. It's never going to be matching the Arsenal game because that was literally we wanted that, and they've been waiting for ages for this game to come.
Yeah.
I mean, so we knew that was going to be a huge game, huge atmosphere. And I think Sunday's one wasn't too far away from it, Matt, or what I saw. And what I saw after the game, Matt, I just want to share this, Matt, because after the game, they had like a bandstand outside. It was fantastic.
Oh, I think I did see it. If it's the,
I'll share this. Whoever hasn't seen it, just did this one here. This one here, guys.
You can't run forever. You have to play it slow. You left within an hour. You never stood a chance. So off you go to Woody. Cause all the
That's what I'm saying, Matt. You don't get that outside the Arsenal ground, do you? Things like that. I mean, what happened yesterday? That was absolutely fantastic. And that guy, what's his name? Is it? It's James Black.
James Black.
The voice of Spurs, mate. And Matt, I've been told that he's so quick-witted, Matt. These songs he makes up in seconds, apparently, straight after the game.
Brilliant,
seriously,
mate.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Yeah. It's so good.
Done a great job. But so have THFC flags. We saw flags in the stadium for the first time. That was a good start, and go and support them guys. And then obviously Spurs song sheet. That's where all these songs come from. They've done a great job, and they're just trying their best to create a better atmosphere at the stadium. So just get behind them, guys, and keep sharing and retweeting and liking everything.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. So anyone else in the comments, Matt?
Bobby says, "Big up Carl and Ellie." And then Ellie says, "Bench Davies, play Cess as left centre-back and buy Cody Gakpo of PSV as our new left wing-back. He's fabulous." I'm not sure about playing Cess at left centre-back, to be honest.
Yeah. I won't do that. He's not a centre-back, is he? He's not a proper defender, is he?
No.
Where Ben Davies is He's a proper defender, Matt. Isn't it?
I've seen bits on this Gakpo though. He plays like left mid, left wing. I don't know if he is a left wing back, but he's a good player. He's very exciting. But I like Kostic myself. I think
I just think for next season, Matt,
needs some experience.
we need some experience, 100%, right? And we
Apparently,
need
Conte likes that guy from Atalanta. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I saw it today.
He's
Yeah,
got a weird name, isn't he? I don't know how you pronounce it, but Joaquim
yeah,
Mali, something like that.
Yeah,
he looks
like
quite
that,
good. And he's a proper wing back, so
we just need players, Matt, who are ready to come in and do the job.
And players who Conte wants as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
like players who fit.
yeah.
If he wants,
No, that's what I'm saying, Matt. These are
I
think that's the kind of player we need to be looking at. And I think we've already got the targets. Players are going to come in ready to do it now. None of this, yes, he's going to be good for 4 years down the line. No, we don't want that no more. You know what I mean? We need to start doing that. So, anyone else, Matt?
UT says, I can't see Newcastle winning this game. The best I can hope for is a draw.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say.
Ellie said, when Burnley came out for the second half, we were a bit quiet until Antonio raised our spirits with some brilliant waving of his arms.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he's acing it.
Come on, you Spurs.
Top 3. Yes.
And he says, how are the lads?
How are the lads? Yes. That's Newcastle's.
Ellie says, I was jumping up and down. It was absolutely brilliant. I was doing a jig with Alex and we had so much fun dancing and going mental. Running up and down was bloody awesome and proud to be a Spurs fan.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Absolutely.
Wayne Bonner says, Sessegnon is finally coming good. I like him a hell of a lot. Give Conte a full pre-season with him and you'll see a huge improvement next season.
Could be our Bale.
If he stays injury-free. He deserves
it. Could be our Bale.
Could be.
Do you remember when Gareth Bale started off and we thought, right, let's get rid of him.
He's only 20, what is he, 20, 21?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
young, in terms of football, isn't it?
Oh, he's super young. And when Bale come in, Matt, we was all over that with Bale, it. Oh, this guy, he's toilet, this guy. Then Harry Redknapp comes on the scene and plays him in a proper position.
I remember Bale having similar types of injuries as well, where he could never he was always in and then he went out as well. But hopefully he does deserve a bit of luck with injuries because he's been very unfortunate, really.
Absolutely.
But I feel like the medical team and like Conte are probably working with him in terms of strengthening that hamstring or trying to stop these silly injuries.
Mm.
Ellie says, sorry, I meant Cess as left back only. Oh, she means get Gakpo in, but have Cess as well, like as a.
Oh right.
You can have both, like, and then maybe, upgrade Davies and keep him in the squad as well. I'm guessing. She says Cess is very aware defensively. Yeah, he's really good. I think he reads the game a lot better than Reguilon does.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
That's it, matey. So the question is, Matt, I mean, it doesn't matter what happens tonight and what happens at the end of the season. Does it mean Arsenal? Do you think Arsenal need it more, the Champions League, more than us?
I think to get the calibre of players, they need to improve that squad, yes. But I also think if we get it and they get Europa League, I think we could mark quite a big step in front of them.
I think we can jump miles in front of them without Champions League. I really do mean that.
But when I mean like a big step, I mean I think we can go like Liverpool are doing to like United and like they've gone past them like that. I think if we keep this man we've got and back him properly, I think we can be there.
Well, what I'm hearing, Matt, and a couple of things coming out. I mean, apparently this guy Conte's getting an absolute massive war chest in the summer. He's getting serious cash in the summer. I think Daniel Levy and Conte, I think they'll really agree. I think they'll already agreed that whatever happens, even without Champions League football, that we do need to start. We got
to finish the end of the season, and they're going to have a meeting. That's what I've heard. So
I reckon that meeting's already been done, mate.
No, but he might have another one, mightn't he? Apparently, according to Alistair Gold, he keeps going to speak. He spoke to Levy the most out of all his predecessors at Spurs. So Poch and all that. Apparently, Conte.
Well, I think he's probably trying
on his door a lot. I think he's trying to make him see, but I mean, to be honest, if you're Daniel Levy and you don't back him, so piss off, and or you just have no brain cell, because he must hear that atmosphere in that stadium when we're
Yeah.
singing that guy's name. It's
Absolutely.
unbelievable.
So yeah, to me personally, I don't know what you guys in the comments section think of it. I've just been looking at it, and I just think the poor Conte, the sort of players. I mean, we didn't have Champions League football, as Matt said, and we no Conte. We had Nuno, and we still pulled Christian Romero, and he's one of the best defenders in Europe. I mean, and we pulled him away from top clubs who was interested, and that's what I'm saying. Conte, there are a lot of players who will love to play under Conte. You know what I mean? So Champions League is not the end of the world. I mean, and that's what Lee. And that's what I watched Lee Gunner, and he said. He said the same.
Does it just paper over the cracks at Arsenal if they do get it?
And this is what Lee Gunner was saying. I mean,
we've been there. We've obviously done it,
Yeah.
haven't we? And then they think these players are better than they are, and then they just, I don't know.
Yeah. And he said the same. Even if we do qualify for Champions League, what, go in there and get battered? What's the point of being in there? You know what I mean? So I can see where it's coming from. If you're not going to be in Champions League just to get that extra bit of money, because it's not a lot of money, Matt. It's not. I thought
it's not really, is it? It's an extra 40 million.
40 million.
Or something, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's not. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I just don't like playing that Thursday, Sunday. I really hate it. I mean,
that's why he's going to want more players, and he can have a bigger squad, so he can try and rotate it a lot more.
Yeah,
like one second striker.
Try and get through. I think he'll try and get through the group stages, Matt, and the early stages of the Europa League with a fairly second string.
Yeah.
And then as far as we go, probably quarterfinals or something like that, semi-finals. Then he'll bring in the big guns.
But you look at the difference in someone like Davinson Sanchez, maybe actually finally having some really good competition. Someone like Romero next to him and learning off him and going, right, that's who you've got to keep up with. Can't do any silly mistakes and silly errors, or you're off, mate. We've got to be ruthless now. If these players aren't good enough, or if you can get better, you've got to improve it.
Yeah,
it's what Liverpool do. It's what Man City do.
So is that what you reckon, Matt? You reckon like Spurs can miss Champions League but still pull?
Oh, I still think we're a pull. I'd look back at it and go, if I'm a player, moving from, I don't know, let's say an Italian league or Spanish or German, and I'm going, who do you want to play with? Do you want to go and play with Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe and all that? Or do you maybe want to go and link up with Kulusevski, Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Hugo Lloris, Christian Romero? No brainer, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, they can get players like Odegaard and players like that. But fine.
But what I say, Matt, is they got Arteta for another sign another contract, another 3 years minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if that's the bit of the football they want to see again, and most of the Arsenal fan base, mate, don't want it. They
literally make their bloody mind up, because 1 week they're bloody Arteta in, and then Arteta out. So they're as bad as their manager, mate. They're pathetic. At least if we don't like a manager, we say, no, we don't like him, we want him out. When we had enough of Nuno, we said enough's enough. When we had enough of Jose, we said enough's enough.
I said about Nuno from day one.
You did.
I told you,
You did.
He's a fucking absolutely been donkey. Yeah. Do you know what? He's a nice enough fella.
He wasn't ready for the step up to a big club.
No. Anyone in the comments there, Matt?
It is what it is, mate, and I'm proud of the team, whatever, because I think we've done bloody well to come back from where we were. He says no. Wayne says no. Arsenal are still building. They'll get embarrassed in the Champions League. If we get the type of players in that we need and clear out the deadwood, we'll do well. It means more to us.
Right, Wayne. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's got their own opinion about that. About that question. I think they do, Wayne, because seriously, they need Champions League football just to try and attract, just to say we've got Champions League football to attract one of these two. I think we can not have Champions League football and we still can attract the big players because of Conte, because of Paratici. And I think that's what the massive pull could be without Champions League football. I mean, without Conte, it's suicide for Levy. If
100%.
Yeah. Daniel Levy's realised now he needs to back Conte. There's no other way out for him now, and I think he's realised.
Where do you go from here?
Yeah, exactly.
Wayne Bonner says if Levy doesn't back Conte, then the absolutely United home game with Moura was sub will sound like a whisper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bobby K says we didn't think about Champions League ourselves just a few months back.
Yeah, we thought we was a million miles away from it, and we was. I mean, was nowhere near it, and we shouldn't be now. I mean,
I read earlier 10 games ago we were 1 point behind Wolves.
Yeah,
behind. We're fucking probably about 15 points in front of them now.
That's what I was saying.
So,
I mean, yeah, and I think Bobby's right there.
He is, yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, no, he is. Wayne Bonner says, I'd like to see Harvey White get some decent game time next season and we'll have Skip back. I think Harvey White probably needs a championship loan, to be honest.
Yeah. And even goes far as Skippy as well. Skip, fantastic what he's done this year. But I think Conte will step up in the summer and get a proper player in there, and maybe.
But you could use Skip as a squad player, maybe.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Not
loan him out. No, I see what you mean.
Keep him around to learn. But I think what Conte wants to do next season, mate, it sounds like
he wants a strong squad, doesn't he? He wants a strong squad.
I think he wants champion. I think he wants to compete next. I think that's what he wants to do. He wants to put us back competing for trophies again.
Martin Ireland says you need Klopp. He's a god.
Yes, Martin Ireland, Liverpool fan at work. Mark,
he's good. I've got to say he is very good.
Jurgen Klopp is a top manager.
I think if he had our squad now, I don't think he'd be able to do what Conte's done. In my personal opinion,
he's a top manager, Klopp. You know what I mean? But I just find him very salty. I
don't like him when he loses as a person.
He went down a bit in my estimate against after the game against us. You know what I mean? And but don't take away what he's done and what he's brought to Liverpool. Fantastic, a league title, first time in 30 years. You know what I mean? So yeah.
If we can learn something from it, Simon, we've got to do what Liverpool did with Klopp with Conte. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, give him the money. And the thing is, like Klopp didn't go out there and say, I wanted the Messis and the Mbappe's. He
just wanted players that suited his system.
To suit his system. 100%.
And it took a while. It did take a while, but he eventually got it.
And they found some gems in Robertson and Trent. You know what I mean? And they've been blessed with the good talent coming through their youth. You know what I mean? They have got some good talent. I mean.
But then they've got players like Fabinho, Jota, Diaz, all these players, and they're not that much. They've been about.
They've got Jordan Henderson playing as as captain. You know what I mean? That says it all.
Yeah, they've got a good squad though, haven't they? Look, they've got Milner on the bench. They've got like Oxlade-Chamberlain. They've got Jota if they want him on the bench, or Mane or Diaz, and then they just add to it each year. But the main thing they did was bring in a proper good centre back and a competent, very good goalkeeper. And then they built on that.
Any more there, Matt?
He says, Wayne Bond says, I agree. Conte is a major factor in getting players in. Even if we get Europa League, we'll still get players in. Yeah,
I believe that, Wayne. I really do. And I heard say it last night as well. I mean, Conte doesn't really like. I wouldn't say he doesn't really like the Champions League, but he's more of a league title man. He wants to win league titles. That's his main aim when he goes to football clubs. I mean, that won't be bad, will it, Matt? Next season, Premier League champions. You know what I mean? So
it's a big gap, though, isn't it, mate? It's still Those other two teams are still quite a way in front of us, I'd say.
But could do a Leicester. It could be an odd season, that. So
Tim Mann says Arsenal fans called us lucky. They had Chelsea who gifted them a win. United hit the post 3 times, missed the penalty, and Arsenal had a pen no different to ours against them. And the Leeds goalkeeper gifted them a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they got lucky in all them games.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
But you need that luck, don't you? Sometimes you need to ride it.
And I'll tell you what, they did play all right against Chelsea. I know they had their luck, but they did play some good football. And this is what worries me a bit, them going away to Newcastle tonight. I mean,
UT 5 substitutions next season as well, so depth will be very important.
Yeah, that's a good comment, that one. Yeah.
Wayne also says, who would you bring in next season for each position?
Well, that's another stream. That's another stream.
I was about to say, we won't get into that now.
I know Matt wants to go and watch this game in a minute. So yeah, Wayne, we'll definitely do something like that.
Well, we'll assess it when the season's finished.
Yeah, exactly, 100%.
Wayne Bonner, UT. I forgot about the 5 subs next season. That's going to be beneficial to us.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, it'll be essential to the big teams, won't it? If you've got good depth on the bench. Tim Man 007, Ellie, big up. Ellie, hope you're well. Come on, you Spurs.
That's it.
That's it, mate.
And last one, Matt, before we go out. How important is to keep Conte at this football club? For what he's done, Matt, when he come in, I mean, under Nuno, when we started Nuno, and what we was lying 10th, 11th, something around that, miles away from the Champions League. I mean, so, and to where he's got us now, mate, touching distance, Matt. And we're relying now on Newcastle to do us a favour to get back into the Champions League. If he can do that, Matt, with the squad we've got now, just imagine what he can do with the players he wants in the summer for next season. It's very exciting. I mean, but so it's important, Matt, isn't it? To keep Conte happy, to keep Conte interested, and even though we may miss out on Champions League football, Daniel Levy needs to dig deep and give this man.
I'll read you out. I'll read you out a few statistics, right? So under Nuno, he played 10 games. We were in 9th with 15 points. We were 19th in the table for goals. We were 17th on XG. We were 14th to 16th on goals conceded. Under Conte, we played 27. We've got 53 points. That's 3rd in the league. X amount of points, it would be 52.29, which is 3rd in the league. Goals, 55, 3rd in the league. XG, under Nuno, it was 10.63. Under Conte, it's 53.5. That's 3rd. Goals conceded, 24, which is 3rd in the league. And by all that, it says we should be 4th with 27.41. Under Nuno, we were under goals conceded and all that sort of works out your position. Says we should have been 11th. So I think you can see the difference, mate, of what he's done and what he could do if he, gets a second striker, another left centre back, a few good wing backs, and a creative midfielder, and maybe another midfielder as well. It's 5 or 6 really to get back in.
And this Conte effect, Matt, and I'll read this out quickly. 2020, 2021, Ben Davies. Games played 20, goals 0, assists 1, clean sheets 4, interceptions 18, tackles 27, clearances 45. 21, 22.
In the last 10 games, we've conceded. In the last 10 games, we've conceded 5, haven't we? So
played 28 games. He's got 1 goal, but 1 assist.
Yep.
Clean sheets 10, interceptions 29, tackles 36, and clearances 70. And they call that the Conte effect.
It's crazy, man. Honestly, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, fair play to Conte, but it's massive respect to some of these players like Eric Dyer, Ben. I'm sure they've had a lot of stick and they've seen it, but their character to stand up and go and prove people wrong has been brilliant to see, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's it's massive. This is
No, it's huge.
massive.
That's all we have to do. We just have to.
This is even
expand
bigger
and keep
than
going.
qualifying for Champions League. This keeping Conte.
Yeah.
Seriously, if someone says, "Would you take Conte, keeping Conte and over Champions League space?" 100%,
Yeah.
100%. I'll take another season out of Champions League, me personally, and go with Conte. Only if you can back him. That's the problem, Matt.
Yeah.
You got to back him properly.
The thing is, mate, there's no more excuses now. The pandemic's finished, and obviously they had that under Mourinho, and I'm sure that affected spending, but the money's coming in again now, and we've sold players, or we've got players out the door, and I think we're starting to be a bit more ruthless. We threw Sergio Aurier out. He was under contract, and we put him out. We paid him out, didn't we? We paid Dele Alli out. He's gone, and Ndombele got loaned. Lo Celso will probably, he's had a good loan at Villarreal, and he'll probably be bought. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with Ndombele. I keep hearing even if he comes back, he's training on his own.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Matt, it comes down to tonight, mate. Newcastle, just do us a favour. We do plenty of favours for other teams. It'd be nice just to someone just to step up. And I know Trippier's had a good team talk and telling the players, let's do one for his old team.
If you're a Newcastle player, you could be playing for your place in that not overall squad for next season, because they're going to go and buy players.
Yeah.
So they've probably been given a lot of incentive, and it's their last home game of the season. I'm sure they'll want to go out on a bang, and Newcastle kind of need a big win, don't they? Just before the end of the season. They haven't really beat a top team I can think of anyway.
Absolutely, mate.
Yeah.
So there you go, guys. That's the post-match reaction from me and Matt. And it's down to Arsenal. We've done what we can do. We can't do no more. And what it is. It doesn't matter at the end of the day for where we did come, where we was under Nuno, where we now have come under Conte in a short space of time. I think we've done fantastic, me personally. If you said finishing 5th for where we was, you'll probably say, do you know what, I'll snap that up now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think Champions League was just top off a great season. I mean, but I won't get down. I won't get too high because I've got it in my head that Arsenal, I think it's going to do it tonight. I really do. I mean, that's what my head's saying. I mean, but my heart, obviously, just wants this Newcastle to get at least a point, Matt, and we'll be happy with that, mate. Innit? We'll be more than happy with a point tonight and going into the last game. So we're in Premier Hotspur TV, guys. I've been Simon. This has been co-host Matt. Matt, have you got any final comments to say to everyone before we go out?
Don't worry about tonight's game. Just go and try and enjoy a good football match. Hope and pray, hopefully. But what will be proud of the team either way. They've done bloody well. Everyone have a good evening, and we'll probably see you for a Norwich preview at some point, and then a final post-match fan review show on Sunday, I'm sure. But no, everyone just stay safe, keep well, and don't worry about it too much tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Just take the banter from.
We still thumped them. We absolutely thumped them the other night.
Exactly. We know we got the stronger squad now, and next season we'll be even better. You know what I mean? So Champions League, if not, doesn't matter, guys. I mean, we'll roll again. I said we'll roll again. So thanks to everyone in the chat.
Yeah, no, thanks everyone. Yeah, sorry, mate.
Yeah. Go on, Matt. Go on, you saying?
I was just saying, if Arsenal do get into it, let's just hope they go and blow money on crap like we did in 2018.
Yeah, absolutely, Matty. You know what I mean? So, but they won't get that far. Trust me. So guys, thanks for everyone in the chat, guys. Make sure you smash the like going out, and we'll definitely see you for a preview for the Norwich game and a post-match reaction. For that as well. And I said, good night, God bless. Go and join the game, and let's see if Newcastle can do at least a favour tonight. Fingers crossed. And we'll leave you with this. We never get bored of this little song after man who's taken us from under where we was to up there now. You know what I mean? So good night, God bless, guys, and we'll end it with this.
Antonio Bronson.